Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Apartment Geek Weekly casual edition with coffee and a little workout that I'm going to in about an hour or so. So this episode we're talking about whether you buy apartments in San Diego or you go out of area, out of state to look for opportunity. It's something I've been hearing a lot about from just kind of random people, clients or colleagues, I think, who are frustrated with how expensive things have gotten in San Diego. I'm going to offer my 2 cents, and I've spoke to some larger, long-time acquisition people in San Diego, some clients, and I'd like to share kind of my thoughts. So San Diego, as we know, is like an island where we don't really have any more land. That's the big kicker. That's why it's so valuable here. Now, what we're doing in multifamily is we're basically purchasing jobs disguised as humans. So what I mean there is we're renting to jobs. We're renting to employment. We can only push our rents as much as the income or the jobs that our tenants have. So if you start thinking about that, San Diego is a great place for your working class, your kind of your blue collar tenant profile. That's why I like City Heights, Chula Vista, National City, Southeast San Diego. I mean, really anything kind of in the B- to C- range in San Diego is just fundamentally so solid because we have a huge workforce in San Diego that is in kind of the more affordable product, I guess you could say. When you start going out of area, it's very obvious what happens. It's simply higher risk, higher reward. So if you go into other markets, I think you really have to have an exit strategy soon. You've got to understand you're going into something that could do well, but it also may dip when there's a turn in the market. So a lot of the bigger owners who've gone out of area no longer own in those areas. They went in a recessionary market and they got out. So if you want to kind of play the table, so to speak, I think going into these other markets is just going to be riskier. I don't like the issue that if there's a problem, you've got to get on a plane and go out and deal with it. Or if you have an issue with management, if somebody is not trustworthy or takes advantage of a situation, obviously you're not local to enforce things. So you really have to have like super solid management if you start buying out of area, out of San Diego or out of state. So I'm a fan of buying local. I think also you want to purchase in every market. It's very expensive in San Diego right now, but if something crosses your radar that generally pencils and it kind of checks your boxes on what your investment style is, I would buy it because this submarket, San Diego, is only going to get more and more expensive. It's a great place to live. People love living here, and going back to that island metaphor, which I really like, Mexico, the mountains, obviously the ocean, and Camp Pendleton. So we're in this really neat area where we can't just go continue building. So that's my 2 cents. Hopefully there's some insight there. If anybody out there is interested in buying or selling, please keep the Apartment Geek in mind. And have a great end of the week. Thanks for tuning in.